Hi, welcome back to CS170 spring session. Just gonna do a quick video at the request of someone to review on functions. So I think I'm gonna cover a couple of things here. So we have the function declaration, which I'm showing here in js.do. And I also have a button, right? Something very familiar to you. But I actually also add in this thing here so I can pass in this argument. This is an argument. And when I declare a function, this part here, when I want to define what I want to take in as input, that's a parameter, okay? So just to clarify, if I pass in something into a function, that value is an argument. So 10 is the argument that I'm going to pass in. When I do the function declaration, this input here, this variable that I'm defining is a parameter, okay? I can set it to some value here. So if I don't pass in anything, it will default to that. But generally, I'm going to have something here, which I know I'm going to pass in. So in this case, I'm passing in a 10 here, and this goes to here. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to go in here just to show you, I'll do an alert just to show you that I did pass in a 10 from here into the function, right? So I'll display range. And then I'm going to do the random number and the math.random. You remember what math.random does. It generates a random number between 0 and 1. Right. Well, but a lot of times we want a random number like 1 to 10 or, 1 to 100 or whatever you want to do. Right. So how we do that is we do the range multiplied by that. Right. So in this case, let's say I want a random number. Just for the sake of this example, I'm saying between 0 and 9, right? If I want between 1 and 10, I'll just add a 1 to it just to shift things over. So range times the math.random will give me a number between 0 and 9, right? Because I passed in a 10. So it'll be 10 times this to give us the 0 to 9 random number. And how I get that is I use this math.floor function. So I take the random number, pass it in as an argument into the math.floor function, and then the output will be random number. And then I'm going to show the alert, my random number is that. Okay, so I have it here. You can see the button. So I click it, and it's going to hit this on click event and show random number. Okay, and so I hit the random number. You can see the input range is 10. Random number is 1, and we're done. Just to change this again, let me put 100 in here. Okay, so I make this 100. I run this, and then I generate random number. Now the range is 100. Okay, and now my random number is 12. Okay, so let's review what we cover here with this example. So here, well, obviously we have some HTML down here, right? And then you have your JavaScript within the script tags here. Then you have like the button, you have an on-click event, and you have to show random number 100, okay? And then, so you're gonna pass in the 100, the 100 being the argument, and the function declared as a parameter. And then it's gonna show this 100 here with the alert, and you're gonna do the multiply times the math.random function. That gives you a range between 0 and 99. And you're going to do a math.floor, essentially just to round it into an integer number. Okay. And then we can declare, we can display it here. I mean, like I said, if you want to really make it between 1 and 100, it's easy, right? All you have to do is just add 1 to it, and it will shift everything over by 1. Okay. So hopefully this helps you to understand, or at least have an example of us doing an on-click event from a button and the JavaScript that's inside of that, and knowing how to pass an argument into a function where it's taking in a parameter. Okay. If there's any questions, just let me know. Thank you.